Okay, so my name is Alemji Emmanuel. Yesterday, I had a question from one of my students, and the student was asking me, say, how can we split signals from the primary decoder to the secondary decoder, and from the secondary decoder to the tertiary decoder? So I'm here to answer those questions, right? Like, how can we split images to different televisions, right? So there are different approaches to split images, right? So I'm gonna give you the best approach, the best of the best, right? We have ports here, right? Two ports here. We have AV port and the HDMI port. You can either use the AV port to split and the HDMI port, but it will be dependent, right? The television, the secondary television will be dependent because what you watch in the primary is what you're gonna watch in the secondary. But you can make it in such a way that it's not going to be dependent, right? So I'm gonna show you put that all of those things today, right? So I want it not to be dependent. So I don't have another television, so I'll use my satellite finder. I'm gonna use my satellite finder here to demonstrate that. So we have some ports behind the decoder, right? So a similar decoder like this, we have ports there. This one has HDMI, LMB in, HDMI out, AV port, has this USB port, DC, RF out, right? While some other decoders have LMB out. So if your decoder has the function, LMB out, right? This is LMB out. You're gonna use your coaxial cable. You get a coaxial cable like this, right? And send it to your room and connect it. You connect it to the decoder. Just give me a few minutes. Let me connect it. So I've connected the this cable to the LMB out, right? My my um I'm now using my satellite finder as my secondary decoder because I don't have any television to display that, right? So take note, I don't have any television to display that. That is why I want to use this one. So I just need to do the connection, right? Now let me connect now the secondary decoder, which is the satellite finder. So it's already connected. You see, it displays what is here. It displays what is on the first decoder, and it comes here in the second decoder. And this one is somehow not dependent on the first decoder. Now you can change the channels here. Why this one is showing on NBC Action, NBC2. Why this one is showing on NBC2? You can still change channel here to NBC Max, NBC NBC3, and you can watch the good news here is that you can watch all channels on that satellite, all channels, you see. So you can change. This one is not dependent on the first decoder. You understand what I'm trying to say? You can be watching um, um, Joy Prime here, and here you can be watching NBC Action on the first decoder, this one, and here you're watching Joy Prime. I see. So it does not depend on that one, right? But now the disadvantages of you connecting this behind your decoder is just that now if you are watching if you are watching a channel there like NBC Action, which is from the Joy Prime satellite, right? That means you cannot watch another channel out of the satellite. That means you cannot go and watch Equinox now. Let's try to watch Equinox and see what it's gonna display. So let me change the satellite and look for the Cameroon satellite, which is this. Let me change it. Let me just go to Cameroon straight. Let me select all. That is Equinox. It does not display Equinox here because there are two different decoders. Why? Because we use the dissect switch 0.1, and with the dissect switch 0.1, it does not permit this kind of connection, right? That means you cannot watch two dish at the same time, right? So I cannot be watching Joy Prime, this says dish, or NBC Action, and I'm watching Equinox here. It does not work like that. because it will make a such a way that it will want to split there, and it cannot split twice, so it will split just once, so it will not permit current to enter here, right? So but I can watch a channel from Joy Prime. Now when this decoder is off, when now the primary decoder you see is showing, right? Because on the same satellite there's that different channels. Now when the first decoder now is when the first decoder, right, is off, let's see what is gonna happen. Now let me go to Equinox, right? This is Equinox, right? It does not display anything. Now I will off the first decoder, right? This is the power off. I'm gonna off it. I've off the first decoder. See what is gonna display. It will display something here, right? I see. So the first decoder is off, but it displays now Equinox and my media. So this one, the first primary decoder now is off. It displays this J prime, showing that if your primary, you don't need to this primary decoder does not need to be on 247. That is the advantage of this connection, because if normally if this one was off, normally it was not supposed to show, right? If this primary was off, it was not supposed to show. Because why? Because the decoder does not support, it does not pass current to the dish, right? But they have connected in such a way that this man, the LMB in and the LMB out has a splitter there that does not pass through the decoder. That is why this man is gonna show. So but if you on this man now, it will intercept and this secondary man will not show, right? If you on the first man now, it will intercept, so you will not watch my media premiere or Equinox here and watch Joy Premiere. That's what I'm trying to say. So that is how it functions. Now you see that the secondary channel. Let me check another channel like Emmanuel TV. Let me check Emmanuel TV. Where is that Emmanuel TV? Let's see if it's gonna show. You see Emmanuel TV here also. It has quality, right? It's showing here. Emmanuel TV is showing here. Now if I'm going to on the first decoder, now if I will on the first decoder, something will display. I'll on the first decoder and you see what will display. So it is showing, right? Let me on the first decoder. I have power on the first decoder. Once as this decoder comes on, is this one here be off automatically? It's going to off. Let's see how it's gonna display. That is it. See, no signal. So I can now watch any channel, like any channel from Joy Prime satellite. It can be watched. That is it. It can be watched from here. Any channel from Joy Prime satellite. As far as from their satellite, it can be watched. As far as from their satellite, it can be watched. As far as from their satellite, it can be watched. So that is how it is. Thanks for watching. Please, if you have not yet subscribed, help me subscribe, and thank you very much. I remain your favorite boy, Alemji Emmanuel satellite. Thank you. So at least you have learned something today. Now you can also use a modulator to do this RF modulator, but these other decoders they have RI, they have FRI modulator, right? You connect here and you modulate the signal to another decoder. That's another way to the television. Now if you connect it here, right, it's like sharing the video will be dependent now, because you enter in your main television and do a scan, AV scan, right? And just one channel is going to appear there. Just one channel, like number one, channel one. Now with that channel one, now you can change your channels from this decoder, right? So that is another means. So I'm watching two different things now. That's how it is. So I know you have learned a lot, right? I could not demonstrate this using this other second decoder because I don't have another television. You should know I'm hiding some things. All these things that I've shown you, I could not do with the second decoder because I don't have another television to display that. So thank you very much for um, following me. Thank you very much. Please share this video and subscribe. Thank you.